Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Jessica, how you doing?
Well, guys, I got the December funk going on, so I've got a little bit of like laryngitis and bronchitis going on. So I apologize for the squeaks that may occur during this conversation.
You sound great, and we appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. I was so excited about our trends. I don't wanted to make sure I didn't miss it.
Hey, let me ask you a question. So today we're going to be covering more of the trends that will help you grow your business in 2025. Are you keeping a running list?
I think I do. I think I have it.
I had a feeling. All
So,
right. So,
you ready for it?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
please.
So that if you go back and watch the first episode we did on trends, we really dove into working with equipment that's personalized with your clients. So ways that you can communicate with them, but in a very personalized manner, such as
Mhm.
using the Lumen device, using certain different applications, which allowed for you to have communication back and forth with your specific audience. That was Kelly's first one.
Yes, it was.
And then we
Um,
also dove into education, making sure that you're stepping forward with not just being the influencer in the space, but being the educated expert in your space specific to your niche market.
So good. So good. So that was week one. You guys, beginning of December, go back. If you just look inside the Healthpreneur Hub in the featured section, I've got all of these videos kind of tallied up from most recent to least recent.
You got it.
So
And
then,
then
do you remember what we did last week?
I do. We talked about it, the focus of 2025 really being on changing the topic or the marketing strategy from
Mhm.
sets and reps to mental well-being, because we know that that's one of the reasons that people are coming and finding us at our gym facilities, at our fitness facilities, at our wellness facilities is really about mental well-being. And we talked about the Mental Wellbeing Association and how they have a new certification out for fitness professionals. And then we
Mhm.
also talked about the trend of 2025 being focused on strength, physical
Yes.
strength, right? Moving through strength training, but also how that then relates to emotional and mental strength and resiliency.
So true. And I love that strength trend. I think it's really important for our aging population. So I was so glad that we talked about that. And then the mental strength piece, which kind of tied in with you telling us about the association that you've been involved with. And I know a lot of people came in and asked for that link because they were interested in that certification.
That's awesome. And I was able to talk to them and they were willing to give us a 40% off coupon. So if anyone's
Oh.
interested, you can use my initials, JHM, at the Mental Wellbeing Association.org and save 40% for next year.
That's amazing. I'm going to put that in the comments, mentalwellbeingassociation.org
You got
and
it.
then JHM.
That's the code.
Okay, let me see if I can get that into the comments.
Great. While you're doing that, I'll give you guys a little update on who I am. If you're just joining us, hi everyone, I'm Jessica Maurer. I take businesses, specifically wellness and fitness related businesses, from feeling overwhelmed to feeling organized. And I do so through a couple of different training methods, whether it's setting up processes and systems, or maybe it's integrating systems for the first time into your business, but really working around how do you structure your work life to ensure that it progresses you forward in the way that you really want it to progress you forward. Kelly, did that give you enough time to type away?
It did.
Awesome.
Code JHM for 40% off. And I love what you just said because it really one of the things that we're seeing is that people want and need more lifestyle design in their lives. You know, we used to talk about work-life balance, and I think a lot of people have come to the realization that work-life balance isn't really a thing.
Not a thing.
Yeah, but lifestyle design is a thing when we're intentional. One of the things I was just talking with my clients about yesterday was the idea of like, what is enough, which is
Mm-hmm.
so important to feeling like gratitude and satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
So, I loved everything that you had to say about what you do with your clients and how you help them.
Yeah, I have a great presentation that's work-life balance is a myth. And it actually starts off by talking about, work-life balance is a dragon. It doesn't exist. We read about it, but it doesn't actually exist in our world. And then how to get around this this magical being or creature that you've been sold your whole life? How do you move
Mm.
happiness and success? Yeah.
I would love for you to give that presentation to us sometime if you are interested. It's so funny how you and I, as we keep doing these, we just find more and more alignment with.
What we do, absolutely. I
Yeah,
love
even though we come at it from two different approaches. So, you guys, if you don't know me, I'm Kelly Coulter. I started in the pandemic really doing a lot of coaching. I started getting obsessed with helping health and fitness entrepreneurs create a real sustainable income. Um, and so that became a boot camp, that became an academy. Now I do an ongoing monthly membership. If you want the information on that, it's right here in this link, learn.fitprosconnect.com/SBS. But it's really all about meeting health and fitness pros where they are and helping them leverage their skills so that they're not feeling like they have to run from gym to gym to gym the rest of their lives, or do one-on-one sessions, or keep trying to add more hours to their week in order to make more money. I teach the ways to leverage all of those skill sets so that you're helping more people with your own special sauce, your own magic, and then you're making more money in the process.
Love that so much.
All right. So today, you and I both have a little bit of the December.
Right? At the same time.
And I want to tell you guys something just off topic, but kind of funny. In the meantime, I cut bangs like 15 minutes ago. So you're going to see a lot of this. Now, usually you see people that like they're going through a crisis in their life and they decide they're going to get bangs, and like that's the big joke. For me, it's like we are finally feeling settled in this renovation house that I keep talking about, and I can find my hair cutting scissors. And so I just cut some bangs right in there, and now they're just going to be all over the place.
That's amazing. I don't know if I have enough cuts.
All right. So let's go with trends for 2025. Jess, you want to start or you want me to start?
You can start today. Go for
Oh,
it. I usually lead, so let's let you.
all right. So my trend, we are seeing programs. So I'm specifically talking about when you create something that has like a point A and a point B, and you're bringing your clients through it, which is what I encourage my clients to do. When you create these programs, we're seeing a trend toward these programs being more holistic and less focused on one thing. So you may market it as, lose 2 pant sizes in 8 weeks, or get your best marathon time ever, or whatever it is. But more and more customers are trending toward not wanting to interact with just a what's the word I'm looking for? A self-led program where you just put the videos out there and then they have the responsibility of going in, watching the videos and acting on them. They want less of that. They want more of you. And then we as coaches, what we're finding is that as we come in and do have more personal interaction with our clients, when that is consistent, when we are holding them accountable, we're finding that a lot of their resistance or problems with consistency don't have anything to do with like that specific problem. They have to do with like maybe something that's going on in the family or a mindset block. And so we have more and more started to develop these resources that deal with mindset blocks that we're encountering, or deal with issues that may come up, injuries, different things. And so the courses become more holistic, and the more holistic they become, the more successful they become. So the trend that I'm going to give you is that really I want you to look at the courses, program, services that you're putting out there on a more holistic aspect, rather than just having 8 weeks of bar classes that you're delivering to your clients. It's 8 weeks of bar classes and maybe a few of your best mindset tips, or your best time management tips, or whatever it is, the things that you're seeing that keep people from completing the program or being successful in the program. You're going ahead and addressing those things in your course right up front.
I love that so much because it stops us as fitness professionals and wellness professionals from looking at a person as just a body,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what you're really conveying is like see them as a whole being.
Hmm.
And I think that's transformative because it's not just then about, sets and reps.
Yeah, yeah. I was talking, that's just so true. I was talking to the South Carolina National Guard this week about they've got health and wellness coaches. And we were talking about whether or not I might come in and help with that health and wellness coaching program. And when we were talking about it, all I kept thinking is, he's giving me specific examples of people who may need help from their health and wellness coaches. And all
Mhm.
I kept thinking is that person has more going on than just they need a workout. And so how do you address that? And how do you meet them where they are up front right in the beginning and let them know that you're going to hold their hand and walk them through it?
Yeah, I think that's so true when it comes to looking at somebody's why. The
Mhm.
why is never, I want to lose 10 pounds. Like that's what they tell you, right? But there's something behind that.
So true. Something behind the why. Yeah. I had a thought there, lost it.
Went out, went out, went out. And so when you're when you're advocating, that's the word I was looking for. When you're advocating for someone to create a little bit more of a holistic approach to the program, what's some recommendations or how do you think that coaches should really do that next year?
That's a great question. And I hadn't thought about that ahead of time, but my first blush reaction to that would be look at the five components of fitness. And I can't even say I know them off the top of my head, but I know there's strength, there's flexibility, there's cardiovascular endurance.
Mhm,
There are all of those pieces. And then if you add on the mental pieces that are not, because that's just the physical
mhm,
fitness five components. If you add on then what the mental well-being pieces are, you could look at it around that and make sure that you've kind of got a few of those covered. The other big things is just make sure you're in communication with your clients and that you're hearing from them and they're being honest and open with you. Because whenever you have two-way communication with clients and prospective clients, you're going to start hearing about their stumbling blocks. And the stumbling blocks are what you can go in and address head on.
mhm. That's amazing, right? Talk to them. Right, which goes back to what you were saying at
Imagine
the
that.
beginning, like, the people don't wanna just go along by themselves, they want you there, so talk to them.
The idea of talking to people is actually revolutionary for some of us.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it less. But in the beginning, when I first really got obsessed with helping health and fitness professionals create a business that is leveraged and profitable, I was seeing people who would spend 6 months creating a program. They would put all these videos in a can. They would create a website. They would do all this social posting. And they're like, nobody's listening and nobody's buying. And I was like, you haven't talked to one person. And I would have that experience over and over again where they had not talked to people because that was the most uncomfortable thing. And the
Mhm.
truth is, building a business is as easy as going out, telling people you're a health coach, telling people you're a fitness coach, and then telling them you can help them and having a conversation about how that might work. So
Yes.
it's completely backwards of what feels comfortable, but a lot of times we don't have the conversations that we need to have.
It's wild. I worked with Fit for Mom for 8 years, and we had a saying internally at Fit for Mom for our franchisees, and it was, "You need to be the mayor of Momville." In your area, you gotta be the mayor of Momville. You need to be out shaking hands and kissing babies because you gotta own that space, and everyone should know that you own this Fit for Mom franchise and what Fit for Mom does, and that's to your point exactly, like, go out there, be the mayor of health and wellness in your area, shake
Yeah,
hands and kiss babies, and start to meet the people that you wanna work with.
that's so good. Yes, so true. The mayor of insert the blank.
Yes, exactly. Whatever your thing is. Yeah, so true.
Well, so just to let you rest your
Mhm.
voice a little bit more, I did bring a bonus
Oh, I love it.
trend. And the bonus trend would be this is more of a reminder because I think some people are doing it, some people may not be doing it and just need a little bit of a reminder. diversify your streams of income as much as you can. So you're the mayor of health and wellness in your community, or you're the mayor of fitness for women over 40 who have kids in travel baseball or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got your specialty, you've got your niche. Within that, there's opportunities to provide a service, to create a program for those people, to transform their lives in that way. There
Mm-hmm.
are also opportunities to um, create affiliate streams of income within what you do. And this is something I used to always recommend to my people who were in multi-level marketing. And we're seeing multi-level marketing go to more of an affiliate model. We saw that with Beachbody, or sorry, Body, just a few weeks ago, where they have done away with their multi-level marketing completely and they went to a single level affiliate. What that means is that everyone earns commission off what they sell, and you no longer earn commission on the people below you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going too far into this, but just to give a simple definition, that's what affiliate means versus multi-level marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Affiliate commission is I was never a fan of multi-level marketing. There are still organizations that are definitely doing it. It's not my favorite thing. But I do like affiliate because you're earning just a little bit of money for bringing that client that they would have paid advertising dollars to bring in anyways. So let's say you've got a group of people and you're doing keto eating with them. So you're trying to help them reduce their sugar and lose weight. If you've got them all using the Lumen device, which we talked about in the first episode of
Mm-hmm.
these trends, then you can sign up with Lumen as an affiliate and you can earn commission. It's a good level of commission for each device. So every person that comes in and buys your program, now you have gotten the income from them buying your program. And then you're also getting a little commission from when they buy the device. That's affiliate income. And so look for the things that you're recommending anyways. Look for
Mm-hmm.
the products that you're already using. Sign up as an affiliate. And I'll put Lumen as a link in the comments in case that's something that would be useful to you and your clients.
I love that so much. And the only thing I would add on to that is don't be scared to ask either. So if there is something that you love to use, for example, gliding discs, and you want everybody in your bar program to have their own pair of gliding discs for their home, well, reach out
Mm-hmm.
to the makers of your favorite and have
Mm-hmm.
an affiliate program. Because sometimes companies haven't even started one, but they should,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you might be the first one to like kick that door in a little bit. So I love it.
So true. Affiliate programs are easy to start if you've got a product.
Yeah, absolutely. And it, like to your point, do it on the things that you already know, like, and love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of times people struggle with creating a program because they feel like mine requires this piece of equipment and people don't have that. Make it a requirement at the beginning of your program that they buy it. Okay, you've got to go here and sign up for the program, and then you've got to go here and buy the equipment. It's just a piece of it. With my trainer, we use the Core First trainer. So my trainer that I work out with a lot is Kathy Gendelman. She's one of the master trainers for Core First, and she sent me a Core First right in the beginning. She actually sent me 2 of them, and then she certified me in Core First.
I love them so much. I think
Oh,
that
I love
those
the
are,
Core First.
if you
Yeah.
guys haven't checked out Core First bands, like go check out what they're doing over there. Their Pilates, the using of the bands in Pilates programs, I think is revolutionary.
Agreed, agreed. I was just telling my daughter that she's in Charleston at school, and Pilates is very, very expensive in Charleston.
Mm.
And I was trying to get her on board with doing it at home with her Core First bands.
Yeah, they have a whole program and it's really well done. I mean,
Mhm.
who doesn't love Tracy Mallett? She's just, I love her stuff. And she's the person that they really use to help develop their Pilates and their bar program over at Core First. Such a great tool.
Amazing.
Those are great
Okay,
tools.
well, that's my bonus tip is
I love it.
multiple streams of income, and look at what you're already using, what you already love, and affiliate with them. My example was the Lumen device, and I've put that link into the comments.
Oh, that's perfect. All right. Well, we'll dive into mine. My voice will hold
Let's
up.
go.
Let's do it. Mine is AI. Everybody's talking about
Ooh.
it. AI is a huge asset to your business, but only when used appropriately and correctly. So there's a couple of things that you need to know before you dive into using AI. One, it's a language predictor. It's not a technology god. It doesn't actually have all the answers. It looks on the internet for the answers. And as you guys are aware, not everything that you read on the internet is true. So not everything that comes out of AI is necessarily true as well. And I have a great example for you. I am a trivia master or trivia host, and I run music bingo for a company here in Central Florida. I absolutely love it. I had the best time, and I was writing questions for my trivia that was coming up that was going to be themed on Friends. Well, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've never watched Friends before. And so I didn't know if any, I just
How
go,
have you gotten through
I
life
know,
without
right? How have I been an adult and not watched it? I've watched like, a few here and there, like in hotels, but I've never watched the whole series. So I didn't know how to start looking for questions. So I went to ChatGPT and asked it to give me the best trivia questions that related to Friends. And I went through and picked out my favorite ones. Well, they were wrong. And the people who showed up to play Friends, who had seen Friends, were very upset. My answer was,
you got your stuff handed to you.
I did. I did, absolutely, because I used it without verifying. So here is my lesson to you guys. You can absolutely use ChatGPT to help you write your emails, help you write your nurture campaigns, help you write social media posts, help you build your hashtag bank for Instagram, give you ideas for what your next A, B, and C should be.
Mm-hmm.
But never take it just at face value. Make sure
Thank
you check
you.
and verify. And instead of using it to do your work, instead use it as a way to brainstorm on your work. Use it as a
Mm-hmm.
way to kickstart you forward. Ask for 10 workshop ideas. Pick the one that you really like and then make it your own. Don't let it do the work for you. Allow for it to assist in your brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of fitness professionals who are currently using it to help train personal training clients. So if you have a client that comes to you that has a condition that you're not fully aware of, like carpal tunnel, and how do you make sure that the movements you're doing doesn't hurt someone who has a carpal tunnel issue or their second trimester? What do you do? And a lot of people are turning to Chat GPT or Gemini to help create workout plans for those people. And I'm going to say my biggest advocation is you should probably go get educated on it first and not just use ChatGPT as your cheat code. If you have somebody who actually has carpal tunnel or who has, high risk second trimester or is high risk in any other regard, go get the certification, go get the education, make sure that you
Mm-hmm.
have your knowledge bank that far surpasses what you've asked ChatGPT or Gemini to create for you. So,
Ooh, amen. Amen. Um, a lot of times I've got a good friend who owns a really big coaching business, and she has spent a lot of money on trainings that tell her how to work with AI. So,
oh,
how to ask AI the right questions and really good questions so that you get the best stuff out of it that actually does save you time. Because I
yeah.
think I know you're 100% right. It's great for ideas. It's great for kickstarting things. It's great for giving you like structure. Like sometimes I might put in something. I think the description for this show was originally written by Chat GPT, but I went in, took out all the stuff that was like, first of all, it speaks very marketing jargony if you don't change it. So it's almost like if I were to send an email out using ChatGPT, like you would know because it
Mhm.
wouldn't sound like me. It sounds like, there's a lot of alliteration, there's a lot of extraneous use of words just to be cute. It's very marketing-y. And so you have to go in, reduce, simplify, streamline, and make it really sit tight with your objectives. So that's like as far as copy goes. And then I know people are using it for workouts, and you are 100% correct. Again, you need to know that what is coming out of it is correct, because at the end of the day, you're going to be accountable for that work that you're doing with your client.
Oh, so true. And it's better to know it than to regurgitate it as
Mhm.
well. And so I really think that there are a lot of assets in which you can use AI to help further your business. I think one
Mhm.
of the smartest things to do is to use it to kickstart ideas moving forward. If you're in a creative slump, it's a great way to kickstart moving you forward.
Mhm.
Just be
Mhm.
very specific and, like you said, how you ask it, what you ask it for, and then take it and turn it into your own. Make sure. And then my one other recommendation when it comes to AI is, if you don't already have Grammarly on your computer, spend I think it's $119 a year. It's 1,000% worth your time, effort, and energy and money. But Grammarly will actually go through everything that's written, whether you're writing in a Google Doc or you're writing an email in Gmail, whatever it happens to be. It will go through your browser essentially and update your grammar, your spelling, your grammar issues. It uses an AI component to do so. However, it will help you elevate your own writing prowess.
Okay, Jessica, as you say that, I'm thinking I would almost be scared to install it at this point, because it's going to show me everything I've been doing wrong for years.
There's always a point where you're like, a comma doesn't go there? Are you for sure? Are you for real? I think there's a comma there.
I used to always do, I would do a space, colon, space, and I knew it was wrong, but I liked the way it looked. And I finally gave that up. But yeah, it would go back and just have a field day with all of those old assets.
Yeah, I use Grammarly a lot when I'm writing work that has to have statistical confirmation. So if I'm like quoting a source or having to use APA in order to build a resource, um, Grammarly is your best friend, because you can sit there and tell it, I need this to be an APA format.
But
Does
it'll
that
also,
ever
does it
remember that?
do APA format? Whew.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot more technical work than I am when it comes to writing. But I imagine it's also got a tighter spell check.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great tip. Okay, so Grammarly.
Grammarly, and yeah, and start using AI, but use it as a brainstorm guide.
Thank you. Amen. Make it your own at the end of the day, anything that goes out.
You got it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Look at us going through. You got 3 tips today.
Yes. Really 4, because you almost had 2. You had AI and Grammarly,
And
which is
Grammarly, both
fueled
of
by AI.
them. Absolutely.
Let me talk for a second about the ways that I'm helping health and fitness pros, and then I would love to get the vibes update. And I'm trying to put some space between those two things so you can rest your voice for a second.
Go
Two
for it.
things going on here at Fit Pros Connect. The first is the continuation of enrolling clients into the step-by-step business builder community. So this is an experimental kind of way that I'm bringing what the curriculum that I've already created along with the coaching that I do every week to you. So it's the most accessible way that I have ever created for people to come in and start working with me. Whether you are at the beginning of building your business, whether you're like a personal trainer and you're just like, I just need more clients so I can make more money, or you have created a program and you're really trying to leverage it and bring in clients at scale because you're working on your first 6-figure year or multi 6-figure year. I've got spaces for you that I slot you into based on where you are and where you want to go. So you go to learn.fitprosconnect.com/SBS. That's for step by step. You're going to join. It's $300 a month. You can stay in as long or as short as you want. But when you get in, I meet with you. I direct you to the resources that you need, and then I coach with you every single week to
Mhm.
help you get to where you're going. So that's what the step-by-step business builder community is all about. This opportunity to join in this way, this step-by-step way, may go away on January 1st. I'm enrolling people, I'm bringing them in, I'm watching how it works. if it's all streamlined the way that I want it to be and people are enjoying it, we're going to keep doing it. But if it's not, it may go away. I'm not going to even go into the business details, but this is the most accessible way that I've ever created to coach, to get a one-on-one business coach. And it's not guaranteed to last forever. So if this is something that speaks to you, get in there and do it. And
how
then
do
the
you
other
sign up
thing,
for it?
what's that?
How do you sign up for it?
You go to learn.fitprosconnect.com/SBS, and that is the sales page. It'll give you all the details. And then there's also the order form right there. Thank you for that question.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's such a slam dunk for anybody who's like, I don't know where to start. Well, this is where you start.
That's the thing. Like when we're first building these businesses, a lot of them never get off the ground because we don't have the confidence to make the big decisions and make the big moves. And when you just know that there's someone on your team, there's a community of people and a coach that you can ask questions to, makes all the difference on how you move forward.
So true. Absolutely. And somebody that's actually looking out for them again as a human, right? Like you're not just looking at their stats that they're submitting in, you're actually having conversations with them to help guide them forward. I think it's awesome.
Every single week we meet. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you are a service provider, if you're somebody who has a product or a service that would help health and fitness entrepreneurs to build their businesses, I want you to consider coming into the Healthpreneur Hub, that Facebook group with 9,000 health and fitness pros in it. And I want you to consider becoming one of my VIP group experts. You can get the information on that at learn.fitprosconnect.com/VIP. That is a program that gives you post pre-approval and again, some marketing assistance and support. I meet with my VIPs and we talk about what's working, what's not working, how to get leads and make sales to the right people who need your help.
Love that. And
All right.
come together, work together as a community. Again, revolutionary. Talk to people.
Let's have some conversations.
Crazy. Crazy. Well, let me give you the vibes update before I squeak again. Vibes. We know we are in the middle of the holiday season, and we've had a ton of requests for not just Christmas music, but winter themed music, or how do you put together the right kind of playlist that feels really inclusive to everyone that comes to your facility and doesn't sound like you just walked into a department store. Well, we've got solutions for you. Our brand new blog is going to walk you through the steps required to make up the perfect holiday playlist. And we go a little step further and actually give you recommendations of like artists you should look into or playlists we've already created that you should look into and try. So if you're getting ready for the final stretch here as we head into the holiday season, no matter what religion or culture you come from, we've got some great recommendations for you on how to create the perfect holiday playlist that keeps your clients coming back for more.
Amazing. Where do they find that?
Vibesmusic.app is where you'll find it. You'll also, while you're over there, see that we have included additional information that Kelly and I have been sharing here on our lovely webinars. We've included trends and videos on our blog as well, so you can get caught up on everything that you may have missed.
Very good. Easy way to get all 3 of those trends episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to add this one after.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Jessica, next Wednesday will be a holiday, so we will not be here. And then the next Wednesday will be a holiday, so we will not be here. And we will get back together on January 8th, and we will give our 4th and final trends tip.
You got it. I can't wait. Have a great holiday season, Kelly, and to all of you watching.
You as well, Jessica. All right, everybody, have a great holiday.